Hello, everyone. Welcome to Loose Mole's promo interview. I don't fucking know. First time I did one of these in a long time. Today we have EXO.
Yo,
EXO,
yo,
please,
yo.
please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Exo. I make music and yeah. What's up?
Okay, so question one. How'd
Mhm.
you start doing music?
Okay, 2018, I was freestyling on Lil Uzi type beats. And I was like, okay, yeah. And like January 2019, my friend at the time, like school friend, he like used this app called BandLab. He didn't tell me about it. I just saw his phone and I saw the app and I was like, oh, so that's how you record on music. So if I wasn't nosy, I wouldn't be here, Nova. So yeah, I just got on BandLab one day and I freestyled over oh my god, my first song. Guess what my first song was?
What?
It was a Rare Part Two remix. Oh my god. I still have it in my files. I just need to find it.
I mean, if you find it, you please send it to me.
Okay. But yeah, that's basically. Oh, what was the question? I
Nah,
get so I get so off topic.
let's move on to question two. How would you
I
say your style has changed from when you first started to now?
oof, my style changed a lot. I I remember I used to, you know, yeah, I from it changed a lot during the months and years. Like from 2019, I was just meme rapping and rapping over like an extra instrumental here and there, but I'll like rap over like some Playboy Cardi type beats because I at the time, my old name, which I'm not gonna say it right now, but my own name was like a homage to Playboy Cardi, so I kind of just did that. Early 2020 is when I started changing like my themes, and I was going from like Playboy Cardi type beats to like like in indie pop beats or uh what was this other song? Just different genres. And then from early 2020 to like mid 2020, I started experimenting with my vocals and just learning more around the community and learning more genres.
hmm
Then late 2020, that's whenever I became my peak. Not my peak, but just like in different like where I'm like trying to find my sound.
Got you.
That's where I'm trying to find my sound, and I'm just like, okay, yeah. So I'm more into singing, and then recently, the tape that I dropped, people are really liking the electronic like psychedelic sound that I did on my singing.
I know I personally am a fan of that.
Yeah. Yeah, so I might go into more into that maybe. But yeah.
So, what made you want to start taking music seriously?
Hmm. I think it was like March 2020. I was watching interviews of this one artist by the name of Kuko, and he inspired me to like take music seriously because I heard like his backstory and like how he wanted to like to do like stuff. I don't remember why, but it's just like it inspired me to get like take my music more serious, and me changing my name from the old name to my new name Exossi, it made me want to take music more seriously. And I felt like my friends, they saw potential in me, and I was like, okay, that okay.
So, you said earlier, like, you were a big fan of Playboy Cardi. What
Uh-huh.
made you want to start like doing like that kind of music?
Cause I was like a big stan, like a big like oh my god, like I was obsessed. Not obsessed, but like, where I don't have like a body pillow or anything. What? No, I'm just kidding. But no, it's like I had like um just like I was like, listening to old Playboy Cardi and I was like, man, I want to make music like this. Like
Talking like that SoundCloud era.
yeah, like the SoundCloud era.
Got you.
Yeah.
Who would you say are your inspirations now for your music?
Inspirations now. Whew. I got a bunch. Because it's like people that I, know and talk to every single day that are my inspirations. And then there's like people that like what like by a range. What do you mean by inspirations? Like people that I know, people that I like don't know, and that are
Just
like
say like who inspires you to experiment with your current sound? Like what made you like who
oh
what like made you want to like do what you do now?
oh easy. I have my friends like Kyoto Clan. Like he helped me so much with my sound and experimenting. And shout out to him, Zen the Ghoul. Like that man also is helping me like experiment with my vocals and like helping me out. And like I like yeah, he's cool. And my collective helps me a lot with my like experimenting with my sound and all that. And Tilfall. Tilfall, yeah.
Shout out
Like,
to Fall.
yes, bro, of course. Shout out Tilfall. He's he's seen potential in me and he's never given up on me. And he knows that like I have that I'm doing really good with my sound. And yeah,
So you brought up the collective earlier. What made you want to start that?
before I wanted to join a collective, I just wanted to join a collective, just like any collective. Not like just like a random collective, but like collective of friends.
Yeah,
And at first, I wanted to, like, my goal was to just join this like big collective where I was like, okay, yeah, let's go, like, yeah. But then I was like realizing it's like, why do that? Like, just have a friend collective, like, like be cool with people, like, because that's the whole point of a collective, like a group, is you have to be cool with them, just not, oh, hey, like, let's add you because you sound cool, like, dude, like, no, like, I made Versaculta because and the thing is, it's like people just disrespected the fuck out of Versaculta when I first started like saying it. I was like, yeah, this is what I'm repping. Like this is Versaculta. Like I'm repping that, and people just started laughing at me. It's like, oh, haha, like dude, you're just gonna make a collective and it's gonna go to shit. And I'm like, bruh, damn, like okay, like you're hating a lot, but nah, like I thought of the process of Versaculta, and I was like, I'm gonna go through with this plan. Like I'm not gonna give up on this on this idea. I'm gonna keep going. And so I went through with the idea. It took some time, it took some no's, and it took some yes. Well, I mean, it took some no's, like a lot of no's for Versaculta to
yeah.
start. And finally, because at first, funny thing, Zen said no to Versacosa. He was gonna join another collective, and since the collective didn't turn out well, someone told me like, "Hey, you should get Zen to go again. Like, try again." I was like, "Okay." So I hit up Zen. I told him my plan, and he was like, "Okay." So we we started Versacosa, and we got Natra, we got Bexar, then we got Snaz, Mosh Pit, Aqua, Noriyuri. And we're just going crazy with it, bro. And oh, and Superior, my bad. And we're just gonna go crazy, bro.
Y'all some real demons.
Yes, bro. We have so much planned. Like I'm not gonna get into it, but we have so much planned. So yeah, that's the plan with the collective.
How do you feel the collective will help you in your solo career?
I feel like the collective in general, we are gonna build up together. Well, not together, but like we're gonna build each other up with different ideas and sounds, and we're gonna see how we can better each other and better, like if it and like, because everyone in the collective has different tastes and sounds, and they have different types of like ways of their music, and so to me, I feel like everyone is helping me with my sound because I hear their sound and I'm like, wow, they're talented as hell. And so I'm just gonna, you know, work with them and see what they can help me with my like craft.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically it.
So recently you did drop your first tape, the Elysian tape. Am I saying that right? Elysian the tape.
Yes.
Congrats on that, by the way. So what went into making that?
What? Okay, like what do you mean by that? I'm
Like
sorry.
like what was your mindset when coming up with the concept for the tape, making the songs? Like, what's your mindset? Like, what's your
Oh
process?
man. I remember I was just like, man, I want to make something, bro. Like I was like, I want to make a tape. when I hit 400 followers on SoundCloud. So I was like, fuck it, man. I'm just gonna go do my idea and try to, like, lately I've been trusting my ideas. I've been trusting my ideas. And I was like, I'm gonna make this sound better than all the other tapes that I've had. So I was just chilling and I was like, man, like I don't how am I gonna go with the whole the tape at first had a whole different concept than what it turned out to be.
What was that original concept?
The original concept was gonna be like, oh, some lo-fi and some like um just different, like not different sounds, but like just like more, I don't know. It was gonna be more mainstream, but I then, like, once me okay, so yeah, I was gonna go for mainstream, but then I changed the idea after I heard the intro to the song, like the intro, like,
To the album, you
yeah,
said?
the intro to the album.
Great
Yeah,
song.
I listened to us because I had no ideas. Like I had no ideas for the tape. I just came up with an idea of like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do a tape and that's it. But then I came up with the idea of, like, I listened to a sample, like the sample for the intro, and I was like, man, why not go with this sound, bro? Like, why not? Like, just go crazy. So I went with the electronic, like psychedelic feel in the tape with because of that sample, and I was like, "You fuck it, man! I'm just gonna go with that and just keep going with it." So then I hit up Goblin, or RLIV. You know, shout out to him. He's an amazing producer and engineer. He did his thing, you know, he did his little Mike Dean thing, like, you know, he shout at him. I was like, yo, what the fuck? And so I was like, okay, fine, let's go crazy. So then I went crazy on the intro, and then Carnage. I don't want to say the prod name because the prod wants to be known as mysterious, like he wants to, because he wants to be mysterious and doesn't want to be like his identity be known. And so me and the prod, we were like talking one day, and because he's made me a beat before, and I was like, okay, why don't we make something again? And he was like, okay. So I sent him a sample because it's like this cool ass sample, and it's like it reminded me of, like, I don't know, like space and like Tron the movie.
Personally, it reminds me kind of like the Mr. Rage sample.
Mi-
I'm not even gonna lie. When I first heard that, that's what I'm kind of what I thought.
yeah, I was like, okay, let's see what we can do with this. And he went crazy with the production, and I was like, okay, let me try to like just rap. And I was gonna fully just do rapping, but then I was like, man, why don't I like sing on this? Like, you know, some like, because I'm not saying that like, okay, I mean, I kind of got the idea from like singing on like a hard trap beat from like someone. I'm not gonna say that. I want to say the name because, well, why not? I got the inspiration of like singing on a hard trap beat, or like just like a hard beat from Ace comment, and I was like, okay, like, you know how he did it like on Run Up a Check, and like I think it's like Nastas or something like that.
I would have to go look.
Yeah, but he would be like dun, na, 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 or like he'll be like yeah, some stupid shit, and I was like, oh yeah, let me try that. So I went crazy on, I mixed and mastered that whole song. So I was like, okay, how am I gonna go crazy on this? And so I was like, dun, na, 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 na. And I was like, what am I doing? Like, I was freestyling that whole thing, bro. I was freestyling the melodies, and I was like, okay. And I was like, why not like make them like go crazy? And I was like, da na 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 na, and I think that's my favorite part of the like singing part of that song. And I was like, okay, yeah, let me just do that. And so I sent it back to the prod, and the prod was like, yo, you went crazy on this. And I was like, yeah, I know. um, Acid Horror Show of featuring Kyoto Clan, prod by Kyoto Clan. Shout out Kyoto, bro. Like, I love that man. That is my homie, bro. Like,
Icon.
icon, of course, man. Like, he's the goat. Um, what's it called? Yeah. So I was in VC one day with Kyoto, and we were like talking. I was like, man, I want to do this like whole cipher with me, you, and okay, two people were supposed to be, well, three people were supposed to be on the cipher. It was gonna be me, Kyoto Clan, I Love Kuyo, Alien Blue, or Tillfall. It was gonna be Alien Blue or Tillfall, like any of them.
Uh
And then it just never happened. They all was just like, oh, I can't really rap on the beat, or oh, I can't get it to you like soon. I was like, bruh, there's no way.
huh.
I was like, there's no way. So then I was like, you know what? Let's just do it just me and Kyoto. Why not? And we still went crazy. We still went crazy. We sampled five things in that song. Five.
Damn, really, that's
Six
crazy.
actually. The vocal, the drums, the melodies. And so we just, and the thing is, there's two different melodies, but they're in the same key, and that's why they worked so well together. So yeah, and that was making up Acid Horror Show. Will You Let Me Down featuring Kuyo? That was actually like that. That was not rushed, but it was like I did it the same day I was dropping the tape. Yes, like I was like, okay, I need to find a beat, and I went through my files. I couldn't find the prod at first because I was like, okay, I need to find the prod, but I couldn't, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put in the description. If you know the prod, then just let me know. And I was like, okay. So then I sent it to, well, I showed it to Kuya all about, because my hook was like, "Will you let me down?" And Kuya was like, "Man, I want to listen. I want to do this something on this." And I was like, "Okay." So I sent it to Kuya. Kuya went crazy, and yeah, we did it all in one before the tape dropped.
That's crazy.
Lovers on the Run. Lovers on the Run. I that was dedicated to someone, but I'm not gonna get into that. But um I I think I really love that song because of the melody in my vocals. Because I was like, cause I know that we were. I just sound stupid singing right now, but
I mean,
uh
enchanted.
yeah, I was just singing on that, and I really like that song. California featuring Bashir. Shout out Bashir, bro. Like that is my this is my homie too. I love Bashir, man. He's a cool guy, like chill guy. Um, he sent me that open like a long time ago, and I was like, "Hey, can we do like a different opening?" He's like, "Man, I sent you that one. Why don't you just use that one?" And I was like, "Man, I don't have any ideas." So then I was like, "Okay, I need to impress Bashir." So I did my thing, and I was like, let me just sing or something like that. Do my usual. So yeah, we I sang, I was like, California girl, you know.
Yeah,
And then last but not least, Amnesia feature Prod Nora Yuri. Nora, I did not know this, but Nora, okay, so I put on my story, I was like, hey, who's a good guitarist, you know? And Nora's like, me. I was like, oh, for real? And he was like, yeah, let me just play something for you. And dude is crazy with the guitar. Yeah, he's crazy with it. And so I was like, okay, you think you can make me like a guitar and bass melody or something like that? Just like something ambient. So he was like, okay. So he did that, and I was just like, oh, okay. So let me just dun 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 dun, dun. And I was just doing that the whole time, and I had like very ethereal vocals at the end. And so the release date of the tape, there's supposed to be like there's supposed to be another track on there, but it didn't make it to the cut because it was like very rushed, and I didn't want to put a rush song on there.
gotcha.
So I dropped it on, when did I drop it? I dropped it on the 10th or 11th. I don't remember. I dropped it on the, why did it say May 31st? What?
You dropped
What?
you talking when you dropped the album?
Yeah,
That was like about 11 days ago.
11 days ago. Okay, so that was like, oh, then yeah, June 7th. I dropped it on June 7th.
So you also on your page you have dreams and nightmares and daydreams of tape, and that only has one song. Was that originally only one song?
Oh, is that not privated?
Nope, it's still like there's only one song on there. Young the Real 777 slash Acid Trip.
Oh, Young Ethereal. Man, I
Oh, I my fault. I fucking misread that shit.
young eat through, but yeah. No, I dropped the tape like, cause I, I dropped like two tapes before I dropped the Elysian tape.
Mm-hmm.
It was one on my birthday and one on in some last year summer. It was the yeah Nightmares and Daydreams the tape. It was supposed to be like a whole 10. It was gonna be like a whole 10 song tape. It flopped, and I didn't like most of the songs. I really didn't. They're all like mid, except Young Eat the Real, and I was like, that one stood out to me. So I was like, okay, well, I just keep that one. There was another one too, but I didn't really like it because it was like over a beat that I was like, oh god. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then there was a other one. It was the Sesshimaru EP, and it was like 5 songs on there, and I private them. No, Hallucinatory is the only song that was like that was on there. Well, not the only song that's public that's on there. So yeah.
What do you feel now are your greatest strengths and weaknesses in making music?
Hmm. My strengths is me, my ideas, my thoughts, my ways of thinking of how what I'm gonna like, execute next for my music and how I'm gonna achieve it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and I think my other strength is like my creativity and what I can do, how I can execute things. My weaknesses, oh boy, me always wanting to drop like every single second, me being impatient as hell, me just like making the wrong moves and like being impulsive. So yeah, there's a lot of weaknesses, but I hope that I can get more strengths.
Who are your dream collaborations? Because that's on my
Ooh,
mind.
I oh, actually, I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, man, so the people that I like, it doesn't matter what like people, right? Like, it doesn't matter if they're like
Yep.
here or like,
Whatever you want.
okay. I want to collab so badly with Joji.
Mm, interesting.
I was listening to him the other day, and I was like, man, I want to collab with Joji, man.
He's fire.
And yeah, he is. He really is. Uh, I want to collab with a producer, but I don't remember his name. He was really talented though. I wanted to collab with X before he died. That was like my biggest inspiration. Well, not inspiration, but like just like one of my biggest collabs I wanted to do before he died. Like
Mm-hmm.
back in like 2018.
Yeah, yeah.
But right now I want to collab with like Joji, Kuko, Frank Ocean. Like that would be, oh my god, that'd be such a dream. Um, who else? Like Gorillas, Tame Impala, not Travis Scott, but Tyler the Creator, of course. And like, yes, bro, like those are like the main ones. But like, if it was like in the underground, I'd say that. I mean, cause like I don't really have anyone that I would really want to collab with. Like, I don't know, cause like I've basically collabed with. I mean, I don't know. I'll maybe think about it later, but yeah.
Now, a bit on the reverse end of that, who are your favorite people that you have collabed with?
Oh, Zen the Ghoul, Kyoto Clan, Star, Kuyo, Bashir, Jenny Love, and Pastoria. Those are like my favorite collabs that I've done because yeah, they did really good.
Those are some good ones.
Yeah.
What do you hope to accomplish with music?
I hope to accomplish a lot. Like I hope to see myself in the future and doing this like forever. Not forever, but like, do this for a long time. Doing concerts and doing doing shows and doing like people were they're actually like, "Wow, we're a big supporter of you, EXO." I'm like, "Wow, thanks." Like I don't want fans, bro. I want supporters. I don't want fans.
That's
Like
real. That's real.
I don't like the term fans because I feel like I don't know. I like supporters more because seeing having supporters is better than having a fan, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, just having a big support base and big upcoming and helping my homies get up. You know, having shows happen, you know, going crazy, having my own little house, not a house, but like before that, I'm just like hanging out with the homies, you know, get everyone from vertical to up in, or like my friends, just like from around the states or like world. I just want them to come with me, rise up, you know, and go crazy and just destroy the music community, you know.
that'd be crazy. If you ever start doing shows, you better get me some of them. When you
Yeah.
get big and famous, don't forget me.
Of course, man.
One thing I forgot to ask: how did you come up with the name
Man, man,
Exossi?
everyone asks this question, but yeah, no, 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 no,
It's
no.
a very interesting name. You know, like it's a very unique name from what I've seen. And I've seen a
Yeah,
lot of names.
yeah. I came up with one day. I always tell this story. One day, I was just chilling in my room, right, and I was still. You know what? I'm gonna say it, bruh. I was Playboy Menace. I, bruh. I was Playboy Menace, and I was
It ain't
like,
even that bad.
I mean, eh. And so I went. Well, my friend at the time, he was cool with me, and he was like, "Dude, no one's gonna take you seriously if you're Playboy Menace, man." And I was like, "Yeah, you're kind of right." So I was thinking about, man, what should I talk like? What should I come up with? I was gonna use everything in order to like come up with a name. I was gonna use that thing because you know how Childish Gambino got his name from the Wu Tang like scrambler or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, yeah.
I was gonna use that, and I was like, man, these sound corny. So I was like,
They always
oh,
do.
yeah. So I was like looking for something. I was like, what about, you know, like, because I saw myself as like extroverted and like exotic. Like I wanted to sound exotic, you know. So I was like, EXO, or yeah, it has a little ring to it. So I was like, EXO, or hugs and kisses, EXO, EXO. And then I didn't, and then the SSI, Exossi. I was like, okay, like because at first I was like ecstasy. I was like, because I was like thinking about that, and I was like, there's a lot of people with that, so I'm just gonna have a different definition to it. But the SSI, I just put because I used to have dollar signs in the S's, so I was like, oh, cool, it's like dollar signs, what? And then and so I was like, yeah, ecstasy. So yeah.
What's the deal with Dark Mind Abyss? I had to ask it.
Oh man, oh man.
But do you want to go into, what your feelings behind it?
Dude,
You know,
you know, oh man, oh man. But okay, so the Dark Mind Abyss thing, it's like at first I was so hyped to get, you know, Ace on it. You know, I was like, man, Ace coming, let's go. Like he's gonna hop on. The story behind it is that Ace didn't repost the song. I have nothing against him, but I understand where he's coming from. He didn't post the song, and I confronted him about it, and he's like, dude, like you didn't pay for promo, like I did a song, that's it. And I was like, okay. So then people made fun of me for that. I was like, dude, like it was a good song. Like it wasn't even about the intro. It was about just Ace not paying for promo. And then
the intro is funny.
I mean, I didn't pay Ace for promo. Yeah, but the intro is funny. And then people were like, haha, look at Dark Mind Abyss. And I was like, bro, there's no. And I was like, there's no way. And then it just went from like for me not paying for promo to the intro to the whole song in general. And I was like, man. People were like, no, keep it up, keep it up. And I was like, bro, because it's like bias, bro. It's like there's people that want it up, there's people that don't want it up, and then there's people that are like, dude, we're gonna meme on you for this. I was like, dude, what am I supposed to do? You know? So I took it down. You know, I didn't want, because I didn't want that to be the peak of my career, and
Yeah, that makes sense.
people see me as just the Dark Mind Abyss guy. You know,
Yeah,
I didn't want people to see me as that. I would unprivate it here and there, but like that's it. Like, and I'd private it again. But I don't know. I embraced the joke because it's not really funny anymore. It's just like like old now.
yeah.
But People still use it. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like I don't care for it anymore.
I won't even lie. That's like the second song by you ever heard, and still one of like the first like three Ace songs I ever heard.
Yeah.
I found that out back when I was like just starting like get into underground, like really get look into it myself.
Yeah, but yeah, that's basically what happened.
Wrapping up here, what is music to you? How do you define it?
What is music to me? I think music to me is art. I think music to me is something that's like you can you can see, you can feel, like I don't know, not see, but like you can like feel it, and you can feel the emotion in it. Like how, say if someone was making a sad song, like you feel the emotion in it, or someone's making a happy song, you can feel the emotion in it. It's an art, it's a craft, it's something that people love to do, it's something that people want to do. That's what it is to me.
Fair.
Yep.
Well, EXO, thank you for joining us today. Everyone, go check out EXO's links. I'll put them in the description.
Thank you for
Go
having
stream
me.
the Legion tape. It was a pleasure having you.
Thank you.
Bye
Same
bye.
here. Bye bye.